Hello, Earth Signs. It's Arhinna, your tarot life coach, bringing you your weekly for March 12th through the 20th. I'm going to make it a little extra because this moon is coming in, guys. This full moon in Virgo. So welcome back, family. Big hugs, lots of loves, high fives, dabs, shoulder rubs, because it's been one hell of a month already. That's all I can say. And I just want to tell you guys, thank you for joining me. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to be with you guys. And I can't wait to see what's going on, because I did this read for a friend and it's really very clarifying. And I'm going to tell you, Earth signs, y'all got a lot going on. The moon is in Virgo, and so Virgos, you might be feeling it a little bit much. And I had two cards fall out for you as what the moon is trying to really bring to you. And a lot of it is about protection, but a little bit about what's going on. So what is the representation of Virgo? It's the Virgin, guys. And people are like, oh, well, she must not be easy. No, she's not. She protects what's important to her. She is not easy at all. And the full moon is going into Virgo on March 12th, which is, opposite of Pisces, because that's where the sun is at, and it's conjoining Pallas and Chiron, so it's shedding light on the wounds. It's almost like highlight, here's what's going on, let's look at what's going on and let's see how we can heal it. Okay, now I am not an astrologist, guys. I'm trying to learn astrology, but that is much respect to those astrologists out there, because I can't even say the words that they say. However, this moon is going to bring in solutions. Virgo is a very analytical person or a sign. It's all about precision. But the Saturn square Mercury, it's formally defining like all the limits on an idea. It's like, bam, sorry guys, this is everything that can go wrong, okay? But the standards are super high and analysis is a huge deal. So we're kind of in this like, it's either black or white situation. You either stay or go. I need some official declarations, and there's no room for compromise, okay? So the Saturn square kind of takes that confidence also. So paired with Virgo's criticism, nothing's really going to be enough. And so there's like, you can't half-ass anything. You can't do it halfway, guys. But if you meet the challenges, you can achieve great things. So keep you're going to have to keep your eye on what the hell's going on. Like, oh, I don't really like that. Take notes of the solution you have in mind, and then just do it, like Nike says, okay? Now, the moon in Virgo is the practical side, and the sun in Pisces is controlled by Neptune, and that's the dreamy, intuitive, and the fantasy. So you have practicality versus fantasy, and that's causing a lot of tension. The moon is here to empower us. There's no more time to scrutinize, to kind of like sit back and think, oh, what's next? So think about the warrior and the inner strength, the ability to heal and repair and reflect during this time. The full moon is part of the larger cycle that started back in February, guys, and it's going to keep going until August 2017, this energy that we got. However, this is about healing. This is about seeing how are we going to move forward and what do we want to move forward in. Okay, so starting off your read, we have right here the Pillar of Light and the Pyramid of Light. And these are from the Alana Fairchild Isis Oracle. And the Pillar of Light that we have going on right now, that's the descendant of star Isis. So you're being guided to strengthen your energy field. It's time to kind of be very firm on boundaries. And do you see all of that golden energy? That's confidence. That's your solar plexus. But you start off being very grounded, and you're getting grounded and you're getting centered, and you're putting up your psychic protection. And it's kind of like if you think about a Wi-Fi signal. So you have your Wi-Fi signal, and the closer you get to the pillar, or the closer you get to that little box, the stronger your signal is. And that's what it's telling you. You are the signal. You have to really focus on cleansing and being strong and being firm in what you believe in, so that whoever's trying to get in, whoever's trying to steal your Wi-Fi, baby, they're not going to get the passcode. That's what it's saying. It's that virgin-like energy from Virgo, all right? Now, the other card that fell out with that is the Pyramid of Light. Psychic protection, guys. As you're growing in significant light, there's darker energies, or like, what do we call it? Lower vibrations. They're trying to come and they're trying to take from you. Okay, lower vibrations can be people, places, or things from your past, from your present, that are just kind of drawing on you and draining you. Okay, so you are growing spiritually, but it's time for you to be responsible about these growths and these changes. So you might notice like, oh, you do all these things to make yourself better, and this is what's been happening, right? So you make yourself better, you clean yourself up, you dust yourself off, you're ready to go back at it again, and bam, that person comes right back into your energy fields, and they steal all of your confidence from your solar plexus, and you're back at square one trying to get grounded, okay? Let me see if there's more into it. It talks about making peace with authority figures from the past and just making peace with authority, okay? Owning up to things and allowing the forgiveness to come with compassion and freedom, and the willingness to grow brings so that your relationship to authority within and externally can be healed and transformed. So this could be relationships with your boss, relationships with your family members, relationship with your mom, anybody that you look up to and you're just like, man, I can't believe they really did this to me. And you're trying to deal with that energy. This is going to be the time to kind of look at that situation, analyze the situation, think of some solutions, and then apply them. No more just sitting and thinking and planning, but it is now time to apply. And I didn't put my timer on, guys, so I'm hoping that I don't go too long. So, okay. Let's get into our read. I have pre-shuffled the deck, and as I'm looking at it, I have the Four of Wands upright with the Tower reversed. So I kind of feel like for some, this is going to be a family situation. For some, you're just building your foundation from being like really knocked over. Like, dust yourself off. What is that Aaliyah song? I don't even remember it, but dust yourself up and try again. That's basically what it's saying. But it's saying this time as you're doing your protection or your pyramid of light, this time you have more of an opportunity of succeeding than you have ever in the past because of the energy of the full moon. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and bless our deck together. Saint Cecile, bless these cards for Earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus for the full moon energy on March 12th. Show us what we need to release, how to release it. Show us the messages that you have for Earth sign, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Earth sign, Sun, Moon, or Rising. We're using the Babylonian Tarot by Sandra, Tabatha, Cicero. If you're interested on anything about like which cards that I use and like who created them, you can just check it out in the details box and it'll describe it to you so that you can check them out for yourself. I think we have just one more good one in here. Let's see, let me ask the dice. Nope, we got another shuffle. Good Lord. And I think that's it. All right. So, immediately I'm going to remove these two cards. I'm going to put them to the sides. And I also have more cards for you. You know, guys, I always love to use a lot of decks. So, what do you need to leave behind? The Hierophant. Okay. How to release your inner critic. The Emperor. I'm going to pull y'all in a lot closer. Oh, sorry. My cord is like messing everything up. Let me move that. So, apologize. I hate when things like that happen. I'm like moving your whole video like a maniac. I apologize. Okay, the health and wellness that you need to focus on this full moon is going to be the Three of Cups. So some of y'all are overindulging. And an area that needs to be reorganized is going to be a new beginning. And what needs to be completed this month, guys, or this full moon, is learning the new skills. So, guys, I'm going to tell you, Earth signs, you have a lot of positive energy just because they're all upright right now. However, your overall energy is this King of Wands reversed. And I feel like this Cherub has a message for you. And I'm going to put those to the side and we'll talk about those later. Now, so what do you need to leave behind? A lot of you guys are sticking to your guns, but you're sticking to them in a very my way or the highway kind of situation. And that's the energy that the Virgo moon is bringing in, right? I just said it's like black or white. And you don't want to budge. But some of y'all are really like saying, this is what I want and this is what I deserve and this is what I stand for. And you are becoming that pillar of light. You're becoming that pyramid of light. And you are protecting what is there. Because if you see this guy right here, this is Nabu. And Nabu's got his hands crossed. He got his little, what are those called, watches on. He knows what time it is. And he's not moving. I'm so glad y'all can't see me, because I'm standing here like Nabu, just saying, no sir, you're not coming back in my home. I've already cleaned this place, and you're not going to ruin it. So you're really sticking to your guns, and you are standing up for what you believe in. But some of you guys need to leave that behind, because you're standing for the wrong reasons. So this is where you become a little more analytical, and you ask yourself, what else do I need to leave behind? Is it the person that is being this way with me, and this is Taurus energy? Or is it my stubbornness? What is it? Let's see. What do I need to leave behind? The 10 of Arrows. You need to leave that miscommunication in the dust, my friend. Anyways, it's almost over. I feel like you're working on your communication skills. You're working on the way that you express yourself, and you're learning to loosen up, because you don't want to be stuck in your ways. You want to learn something new. Okay? So how to release that inner critic? Look at this Emperor. He is not playing games. He has got lightning in one hand and an arrow in the other. He is coming to wreck shop. And that's kind of how it's almost like enough already. You are a very wonderful person. You have great ideas. You're kind-hearted. You're grounded. You're a good person. Go forth and stop criticizing yourself so much. Go forth and conquer whatever fear, whatever it is that you feel is holding you back. Do it like a boss, like they say. You are a boss baby. And boss baby, my daughter talks about the movie all the time. Anyways, health and wellness, 3 of Cups. I'm going to tell you, with the 3 of Cups, I automatically think about who's drinking too much. You're drinking too much, baby. You need to drink some water. You need to take care of yourself. You see all that blue? I'm also thinking about throat chakra and heart chakra. So I'm thinking, your heart, well, some people feel like their heart's being left out in the cold, but they're not wanting to talk about it because there's so much blue there, they need to release. So for some of y'all, you're over drinking, overeating, overthinking, whatever it is, it's an overindulgence. And for others, it's just not speaking your truth, and you feel like it's leaving you out in the cold. Okay? Now, the areas that need to be reorganized, and we have right here, we have a new beginning. This is a full moon. This is illuminating all the things in your life that need to come to the forefront. And this one is going to be like one of those, you ever go visit your relatives and you're like, gosh, I hope Aunt Edna's not there because she's going to point out everything bad about me. That's kind of like what the moon is kind of doing. But it's not doing it to be mean. It's doing it so that you can repair and reflect. So that you no longer have to feel like 10 of Arrows, but you could feel like the Ace of Wands, okay? Now, if we look into what needs to be completed this moon is learning the new skills. We've got to learn how to apply what we're doing, okay? So some of us learn a bunch of new things and we're like, oh, that's really cool, I like it, blah, blah, blah. And then you get it and you're like, what do I do with it? But it's time to apply what you are learning. Let's go ahead and see, let's clarify what the Ace of Wands wants you to complete. What does the Ace of Wands want Earth sign to complete? Balance. It's time for you to balance. It's time for you to decide what stays and what goes, or who stays and who goes. I tell you, these look like little beady bees. They look at them little beady eyes, and they're looking at you. And this is like, you might be in a relationship. I always think of this card as a relationship card, even though they're like 2 little alien guys. One's watching the other one like, not today, baby, not today. And the other one's like, oh no, they caught me. That's what I know. Sometimes I hear it, sometimes I hear like, oh my gosh, it's too much. So some of y'all might be trying to regain the balance and regain the control that is needed to move ahead, but you gotta learn those skills. You gotta apply those skills, and you gotta be willing to use them. Now, some of y'all are dealing with some fire-like energy. You're dealing with this King of Wands reverse. A lot of times the King of Wands reverse is like, and it's right by, I put it right by the Emperor. So this kind of energy is usually like stubborn and very passionate. And since he's reversed, he's on hot fire, okay? And it's being clarified for me by the Carib. So it's almost like the Carib is trying to offer you advice on how to work with this energy or how to deal with this person. And as I'm looking at that, I'm going to ask the native spirit, oh, there it is. Oh, there's another one. Okay. We have the Dancer of Inspiration. For some, you are at a crossroads with this fire sign, and you need to make a decision, and you need to make a decision fast, because this person's either running away from you or they're going to burn your house down. Because they're going to see you at the crossroads, and you ain't going to be lonely, that's for sure. The Dancer of Inspiration is saying, look to your higher power, seek the guidance, yes, and leave it at the cross. For some people, they don't like when I mention things about the Bible, but this is a cross, and the cross also hung Odin, okay? The tree hung Odin. So it's almost like, think about leaving what you have. Like, you no longer have to carry all those burdens. You don't have to be crossed up. You don't have to feel like the hangman. You can let it go, and that's going to bring back that creativity. That's going to bring back that pizzazz with the jazz hands, okay? It's going to make you happy again. Now, the other card that fell out was the Spirit of Family. So this is telling me that a lot of you guys are trying to balance new relationships or leaving relationships while maintaining a family. And the Spirit of Family is telling you that your ancestors are near. They're trying to bring you condolences. They're trying to bring you information. They're trying to bring you new information and skills to help you through this situation. The thing is, you need to pay attention to the signs. You need to pay attention to synchronicities. You need to pay attention to numbers, repetitive numbers, animals that show up around you, those kinds of things, because that's where the message is at, and that's what it's trying to bring you. For instance, I always use the vulture. That's my spirit animal. That's my shadow animal. When I'm off my course, it shows up to tell me that stuff needs to die and you need to be reborn. Or it shows up and it gives me the message of this is where you're supposed to be. So you have to find what's your connection. What is your spirit animal? I know when I'm having to ask spirit if I should do something, I'll see a red cardinal, and that means it's a red yes. It's a go. It's a do it. You know, so I have to have my connection with the spirit, but you also have to find what is your connection. If you're seeing a repetitive number over and over, look up what that number means and think about when you saw it and how that applied to your situation, because that's your ancestors, your guides, your angels, your higher power, whatever you want to call it, trying to communicate with you, or as they say, the universe. Okay, and that was at the bottom of the deck for you guys. Now, there was a question on one of these cards. What was it? What needs to be completed? Areas that need to be renewed, how to release the inner critic. So some of y'all, I said, are dealing with this fire sign who could be a little critical, or this is you being super critical on yourself, but it's time to act like a boss. And it's time to clean up, guys. I think you all have gotten smudging ceremony quite a bit. I know Virgo has. But earth signs, it is time to clean house. Get rid of people, places, and things that no longer serve you, but truly release them, because this is the opportunity to allow the new energy to come in. You have an ace, you have the two pillars, you have new skills coming in, you're having balance coming in. It's the end of bad communication, and you're releasing and you're moving forward. Okay? Now, the spirit guide that's walking with you is the ancestor of knowing. And this is the owl totem. So some of us are lying to ourselves, or even having people lie that's around us. Truth will be revealed. So this is about the owl totem, and the owl totem is the announcer of death. There are things that need to die in your life. There are situations, there are habits, there's ways of being that they're outdated and they no longer serve you. And this moon is going to highlight them. It's going to be a little painful, because think about Virgos. I don't know if ever, some of y'all are Virgos. You ever had lunch with a Virgo and they're analyzing everything you say, and you're like, oh, I never thought of it that way. So you're going to be looking at things from so many different angles, it's going to get overwhelming. But the owl has wisdom, okay? So if it's telling you to let go, it's telling you to transcend, accept that ancestor of knowing, okay? Accept the knowledge that's coming through for you. Now, that's what I have for you overall coming in with the full moon. It's going to be the end of horrible communication with possibly a fire sign. But it's also, so sorry guys, I swear you would think the train is like arm's length away, but it's just in my backyard, that's all. Anyways, I do see you guys getting balanced. I do see you learning new things, and I do see a new beginning with this new moon. Allow the energy to come through and allow it to cleanse you. Now, I do have your Sacred Sites card. Guys, I absolutely love these cards. I think they're the most amazing things ever. And you guys got Stonehenge, okay? And so we're going to look at this card, and we're looking at the bottom portion first because this is the past situation, and then we look at the center situation as the present moment, and this is the potential, okay? So when the cards are from the north, which is that color on the outside, this is for the wisdom seekers, and it wants us to really pay attention to the power symbol in the middle, okay? And actually it says, note the Awen, the druid symbol of the enlightenment, and let inspiration be your guide. North cards help your life to flow more freely and restore order when there is chaos, especially about past relationships and their effect on you now. So these sites show why courage can be found in humility, a trait that you need to develop when you draw these cards. So since we're drawing from the north, okay, and I shuffle through them and I pull it out, I meditate over it, and this is the one that came out for you guys. In the past, it's asking you to, the focus on this is cleansing. The way you're going to get rid of that energy is the smudging ceremony. Why? Because you're going to be able to see through the tata, okay? You're going to see through all of that mess, all of that crazy stuff that's going on. So it tells you, in the past, you are being called to return to the path of nature worship. Have you suffered emotional hurt in your recent past? Get out into nature and let this go. Walk along the beach on a breezy day or through a wild meadow. Cry, laugh, shout, or sing, or give up your past to the nature and she'll wash it clean. Cleansing your thoughts will make room for your dreams again and call the wonders of the cosmos. So it's almost, you have to release the past in order to get to the present and live here, be here now. It says, notice the Awen, and I just read this, the druid power symbol of enlightenment, okay? The 3 pillars of the wisdom. And we were just the pillar of light in the pyramid of light. And now we have the pillars again. So you have there's some symbolism that's going with that, okay? The essence of divine light and inspiration flows from the standing stones on this earth. Is your spirit flowing today? Reconnect with your core beliefs, perhaps by a shamanic shrine in your home, you know, a little area that you can dedicate, or by honoring the calendar, having a moon ritual, whatever it is, but you have to reconnect to the earth. And by doing so, you will awaken the cleansing fire within and burn away negative attachments and reignite your passions. That's going to bring that creativity back. That King of Wands is going to turn over. They're going to be creative again. You're going to be moving with passion, with fervor. Create your own rituals or your own circles and stand in them. And this is going to harness that energy. Now, the potential right here that we have is with Tarnus, okay? And Tarnus is depicted here, and he invites you to look deep into his eyes and the journey into his wisdom. This wants you to kind of focus on the spiral that's on his head, and it wants you to think about, is your work boring or unfulfilling? Much good will come from your working with the natural world, be that through the arts, conservation, green energy, herbalism, farming, a sustainable construction. Are you frustrated by a relationship? The cleansing energy of Stonehenge will assist you to wash away unhelpful patterns of behavior or even to move on and start fresh. Do not allow fear of your own power to stop you. Misuse of this power is not possible with Tarnus as your guide and your protector. So what it's kind of telling you is, guys, you have got like how about to say a bad word, the green light, and it's saying release the people, the places, the jobs, whatever is constraining you, and let it go, because there's good things coming for you. This moon is just highlighting the areas that need to be tweaked, okay? It reinvented, touched up, reassessed, because you're learning new things about yourself and about the environment that you're in, and you're going to utilize the knowledge that you're getting to keep yourself more protected and grounded. All right, Virgo. All right, guys, this is your full moon in Virgo, and this was for Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, okay? Sun, moon, or rising. So big hugs, lots of love. I will be on vacation this week. I'm headed out for spring break. Woohoo! I finally get a break, guys. But I'm heading to the country, okay? When I say the country, I'm going to Palestine, Texas. There is no internet. Okay, there is, but it's like a mega slow. It's like we don't even have a Starbucks there, okay? It is like the heels. Anyways, I'll be there for a couple days. I'll be back for the midweek. If I do not respond to an email, if I do not respond to a text, guys, it's because I don't have any service, and I do apologize. I'm going to take a break with the fam and hang out and stuff. It feels good to go home. So if all y'all on spring break, big hugs, lots of love, have some bikini fun, enjoy yourselves, and be safe, be blessed. Embrace the energy from the moon. If you're interested in a reading, hit me up at arianaluciano@gmail.com or on the gram at Ariana Luciano. Be blessed, fam. Earth signs, I almost forgot. I had something special for you guys. I got these new cards, actually. I've been using them in my private reads, and they are crystal cards. And basically what these cards do is they kind of like just tell you what this crystal means. And what I drew for you guys for this week, or for the moon energy, is fluorite. And I'll show you the picture in just a minute, but it's for spiritual peace, focus, and connection. And it helps our beliefs and our abilities by activity, helping us to bring together the energies of the body, mind, and spirit. So this is trying to connect everything. And it's also good to get rid of electromagnetic and geopathic energies. And it's also great for learning and concentration, okay? But the divinatory meaning of this card is to increase your ability to focus and achieve. And it's also about, think of an issue or situation in your life which you need to bring the power of your mind and spirit together. So it's also a connection. It's trying to bring spiritual peace, well, I just said, and connection. And so this is what fluorite it looks like, okay? And there's different types of fluorite. Like, for example, I have fluorite right here. I use it quite a bit. And then, guys, you know I can't leave you earth signs without a song. I picked your guys' theme song for the full moon to be Fight Song by Rachel Platten. And so it goes, like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion. Like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. And all those things I didn't say, wrecking balls inside my brain, I will scream them loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? And she goes right into the chorus. And this is like where you really like scream at the top of your lungs while you're driving and you enjoy yourself. And she's like, this is my fight song, take back my life song, prove I'm alright song, my power's turned on, starting right now I'll be strong, I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes, because I've still got a lot of fight left in me. And that goes for you earth signs. You guys are moving and grooving and learning new things and pushing through this energy. Much love to you guys. Big hugs, lots of love, and be blessed.